Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this global hangout that we're having this morning. We've got people from all across the country, and we've got Des here as well from Northern Ireland. So we're going to hear the stories of these people, where they're from, what they're doing, and we're going to start with Debbie, who's over in Dallas this morning. Debbie Martin, tell us what you're doing.
Hello, Jack, and hello, everyone else. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm really excited about Global Hangout. And just a little bit about me. I do live in Dallas, Texas. Texas is my home. And I have lived in some other places, Los Angeles and up in the Washington state area. I'm more of a creative person, health-oriented, wellness-oriented, and really a free spirit. And so I'm really more of an entrepreneurial type of person. And I was a music major in school, and I was a professional singer for many years, and then I left that and I got into the wellness field. I owned a day spa for several years, and also am still a licensed massage therapist. And I'm also teaching really unique creative vocal workshops. When my friend Faith Bernard told me about Global Hangout and how I could use it to understand and utilize all the Google technology, it really appealed to me. I had never heard of a Google Hangout. I had never heard of Google Voice. I had never, well, I'd heard of the cloud, but I didn't really know what it was or how to really utilize it, and didn't really understand how to use Google Plus. I had a Google Plus account, but I never was on it. And since I've been on Google Plus, I'm really, really starting to like it. And what it feels like to me is that Facebook feels kind of more like high school, and Google Plus feels more like college. And so the Global Hangout has really showed me how to start thinking about all of these tools that I can use, and I'm loving the Hangouts, just hanging out with people and meeting people and seeing them face to face from really all across the world, making new friends. I'm just really, really excited about it. I have had people come into my Global Hangout team that are all over the world, which is just amazing when I look at my little team list. And I'm excited about just building that community and being able to offer support like this, especially to people that are more my age and maybe feel a little bit lost in all of the social media technology. And I really like how it lays everything out in very simple, short little video clips in a 1, 2, 3 type of system. And I can just go to it all in one place. And I just love it.
Awesome. Debbie, thank you very much for sharing that with us this morning. We're going to move a little bit east and go over to Florida, and we're going to hear from Deborah Schroer over there.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. Again, I'm Deb Schroer from Florida, and I'm really excited about being a part of the Global Hangout team. I haven't been in this type of business for a long time. I actually helped roll out Sprint. They went with about 30,000 folks to get them out into the market through network marketing. So that was a great experience. I worked on that for a couple of years. So I've kind of stayed away from network marketing for a long time, but was super excited to see Global Hangouts, because I do think it's time for us to move to a virtual conversation rather than typing all the time. You know, getting to know other people and from all over the world. That's what's exciting to me. You get to meet so many people from all over the world. My background is law. I'm actually a paralegal. Some other work that I've done in law, and personal injury here in Florida. So pretty much I hadn't found a niche yet that I want to get back into, but found this and I thought, man, I'm going to really run with this. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I also I'm an advocate for horse and burros. So that was the initial attraction for me, was to get a TV show together to start telling the world about our burros and horses at risk here in America.
Thank you very much, Deb. We're going to move across the country, way across the country and over the water, and we're going to go to Northern Ireland, where we've got Des McDermott this morning. And Des, I know you've been using the Hangouts a lot. We've had the chance to do several over the last couple of weeks. Tell us how they're working for you.
Yeah, good morning to you, and it's afternoon over here. Absolutely fantastic, Jack. We've shared many a hangout, and it's been fantastic. I did spend 8 years in America. I went to college out there in St. Francis Cabrini. I graduated a degree in marketing, advanced credits in philosophy and psychology. From that, I followed on and got involved with personal development. I have 9 modules in personal development. It's a field I've always been very interested in, speaking and training. And I was always looking for something like this, something that was affordable to the masses, and more importantly, something that was of massive benefit to people. And I could see that straight away. Dorinda Burke, who's a good colleague of mine, and I know she's a good colleague of yours, Jack, was actually the person who approached me and suggested this was something I should take a look at. Once she mentioned the word training, and that was it. The word training, everybody needs training. To me, every day is a school day, and I firmly believe that is true. So I did look at this, and I have to say that I've over 1,700 people has joined my business in just under 3 weeks. It's been most exciting, to say the least, but I think what's the key thing here with this business, I said, it is affordable. Anybody can start their own business, a turnkey business for $99, unheard of. And the beauty of it is that every single business, every single person, and I do believe everybody from a 12-year-old right to your granny to the Fortune 500 companies will see a benefit from what we have to offer here, because bringing training under one roof and having the successful people that's already as founders of this company involved with it, it makes it so much interesting and more secure for people. As we all know, there is companies out on the internet there that people are scared of. But I think when you speak of $99 and to know that have your own turnkey business and you have all of the training tools that we need to operate Google Plus, and not only just Google Plus, I know you guys have a lot of other additional information that you're going to be feeding down the line to us on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and all of the rest of it. And of course, there's going to be some personal apps that will only be available to affiliates within the group. And to me, that has to be just a reason enough for anybody to come on board with us and to see the real advantage that they have to offer. It's enjoyable, the work that I've been doing so far. I spoke to a group of people last night, and here's the key thing, Jack, which really, really interested me. I did a meeting, and it was Ireland's first global hangout, and kind enough of yourself and Troy Curl to come in on the call. On that particular meeting, and I think this is phenomenal. On that particular meeting, we had 60 plus business owners that was there in the crowd that night. I asked for a show of hands. Yeah, who was using Google Analytics for their business? One person in the entire room put their hand up. Just one person. Google Analytics, it's a free service. It has to be the most powerful tool that anybody can use in relation to a website. How many people visited your website, where they visit your website, from what country they visit your website, the bounce rate, when they came in, what page they left, and all of that was there from Google already, and that was free of charge. You know why? People didn't have it because nobody showed them how to set it up. And that is what we have here that I think is phenomenal with globalhangouts.com. It's step-by-step tutorials that's literally, as I said, simple, step-by-step for anybody to know and to go back to. If you don't understand something you hear it once, go back in, look at it again and again until you understand it, you know it, and you can apply it to your business to make your business model more profitable and increase your bottom line profits. So for me, I know I'm in the right place at the right time. I look forward to working with all you guys, and I look forward to seeing you all when I come over to your launch in the UK or in America. Bye for now.
Thank you very much, Des. And well said, and I know you've been doing a lot of work over there. We're going to go over to Vancouver Island, and we're going to hear from Heather Clark. I know you've been busy, Heather. I see your posts on the internet from time to time, so tell us what you're doing.
Hi there. My story is quite a bit different probably than everyone, which is really interesting. I've been out of the workforce for about 6 years. I was in a pretty horrible car accident, had a head injury, and was told I would never work again. So I'm on a disability, and I decided I wasn't going to believe what the doctor said to me. And here I am now. About a few months ago, I got together with some girlfriends and, started, sort of talking to them about thinking that I might be ready to kind of slowly get back into the workforce, but I really felt like I was unemployable. And I mean that in a positive way, meaning that I could only really work on certain days of the week and certain hours. And, I wanted to make sure that my family, what came first. And so in that sense, I really am unemployable. No, my old life and my old job was just not something that I had any desire to go back to. So I was trying to look at how I could do a job from home that would fit my schedule. And, when I needed to have a rest and rest my brain and stuff, that I could do that. So I started sort of, looking around and searching and didn't really find anything. And I had a girlfriend contact me about the Global Hangout. And of course, at first I had nothing. I'd never had any experience with network marketing. And, the old voices in my head were like, oh, network marketing, Heather, don't do it. But I trusted her. And so I thought, you know what, this is something for somebody who's not really employable. I could do this at my own hours. And so I thought, well, I'll just do it for fun. But then I realized what it was a training session for me. And I, being out of the workforce for so long, was trying to get back into using my computer again and being okay with that. And so what happened was I realized I was going to get pretty much free training. So that was huge for me. And of course, I have a network of women and people in my life as I've been healing, and they all really trust me. So as soon as I asked them if they wanted to join, I had all these people underneath me. So here I am. I'm working. I'm working. I'm unemployable, and I've got a great job. I just came back from a week-long trip to Hawaii with 20 women. And I came home, and I had $240 in my Global Hangout account. And it's funny because I haven't really earned money in 7 years. And so when I told my friends and my husband, they thought I had won $1 million. It was $240, but it was huge for me. So the money is exciting for me, but the learning and the connecting with the people around the world, that's where, for me, I'm like the heart person, right? I'm no longer in the corporate America type job. I want to work from my heart, and if I believe in something, people are going to follow me, and if we make money, it's all a bonus. So I'm really enjoying it. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Heather. Your story is very inspiring for us, and we're so glad to have you on the team, and glad that you're having fun. That's what it's all about. We're going to hear from Jane McCarty. You're over there in Florida, and I know you're having lots of fun with the business. I've watched you on a couple of Hangouts, so tell us what you're doing and how you're making it all happen.
Okay, Jack, thanks for inviting me to this presentation and this call. And I just love the Global Hangout, income possibilities, and also what it's going to do for just everybody connecting all over the world. I live in Central Florida, and I have some experience in network marketing in the early 90s, and then again recently. And what I found is that there's a lot of companies that come and go, and they really don't have their act together, and they don't have a product that has value. And what happened to me was I got an email from somebody that I didn't know in my box, and it was talking about Google Plus and monetizing the Google platform. Well, I really didn't know much about Google, but I did know that we needed to get into videos if we want to get our search engine optimization for our websites. And so I recently started a little website called Wellness Resolve, and we're marketing supplements and ways for people to get healthy. So I said, well, that's a good value, $99 to get training on that. And I was ready to click it and buy it right then, but it was in pre-launch, so I didn't have a URL. So I had to just reply with an I'm in, and so I did that, and then Donna called me, and she's such a great person and kind of the mother, of everybody, and she's really taking good care of me and introducing me to people and helping me get started, and my group has grown phenomenally. I'm so happy, and what we're going to be able to do here is to help every business owner or every person that has an idea or a charity that they want to promote worldwide to learn this system of doing it. And it's amazing. I had no clue that Google had all of these free resources and applications, and I'm learning them all, and I'm doing it with training. And not only the training in the back office, but the support of people, because we'll get people on a Hangout together, and we'll start to learn a certain aspect of the Google platform and get feedback, and it's just so encouraging and exciting. And so it's true value, and that is really what is going to make this happen, because like our website, it's not all about network marketing. It's not about selling an income possibility. It's about selling a product that people need, and then everything else is just going to follow. So I think that's what's so attractive to it. People know Google. We have a product that's already great. All we have to do is learn it and use it, and then everything else is going to just happen naturally.
Thank you very much, Jana. Well said. Enjoy your day in Florida and continue the great work. I see you having fun in all those Hangouts, so you're an inspiration to your whole team.
Thank you.
The next gentleman is in Shelbyville, Kentucky. He's one of the first guys that joined Global Hangout. He's certainly been a driving force in getting us to where we are today in not just North America, but in many countries around the world. Paul Novan, tell us a little bit about how you're doing it.
Hey, Jack, thank you so much for having me. And listen, when my friend Mike Demetro called me, he couldn't tell me a whole lot, but he pointed me in the right direction. And my background, I'm not a techie guy. I actually graduated high school, went into the military, and when I got out of the military, I stayed in the defense contracting industry. I used to work for different defense contractors, building things, if you will. And then when unemployment started to happen, I got into self-employment. I became a small business owner. I was a landscape contractor and maintenance guy, and I built that up into a six-figure business. And then when that started to crumble, and because the economy was getting hit again, I wound up looking at the home-based business industry. And so when Mike challenged me about learning more about what's going on in social media and social networking, I thought, okay, I need to do my due diligence. So, you know, Jack, when you think about timing and opportunity coming together, it really doesn't get much better than Global Hangout. And here's why I say that, and why I personally have never seen anything quite like what we have here with this. There are over 7 billion people worldwide in over 190 countries. And I couldn't imagine, I was just floored that there's over 5.6 billion mobile phones and handheld devices worldwide, and nearly 1 billion computers worldwide. So, I mean, I was like, wow, those are just amazing numbers. I want people to think about this. There's 2.2 billion people who connect to the internet daily, and 17 billion devices, including mobile phones, computers, cars, and many other electronic devices, are connected to the internet at any given moment. I mean, wow. How's that for digital learning or digital catalog opportunity? I mean, how many people will happily subscribe to a one-stop, controlled and organized learning resource through short video tutorials and content by leading experts? I mean, envision the potential. The potential in my mind is millions and millions of people. So, you know, I recently read a definition of social currency, which I know Mike talks about on the corporate calls. And what I found was social currency is a common term that can be understood, you know, by regular people as actual and potential resources which arise from one's presence in social networks and social communities, whether they be digital or offline. I mean, even Vivaldi partners who did some kind of research, they define social currency as to the extent which people share a brand or information about a brand as part of their everyday social lives, either at work or at home. I mean, in today's day and age, building social currency could probably be considered the most important investment companies can make to create value for themselves. Both consumers and customers will benefit as well as they increasingly participate, all of us participate in social platforms and use social technologies. And as you said, Jack, I've been able to build personal and business relationships with people all over the globe, from Malcolm and Dave in Thailand, and Peter in Rome, Italy, to Rudra in India, and Charlie in Nova Scotia, and even Bob Mack over there in Vancouver Island in British Columbia, and many others across the country of Canada. And then you've got from Tacoma, Washington, to San Diego, California, to Sandra, Joe, and Sue in Kentucky, to North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and even my best friend and my brother up in the Boston, Massachusetts area. Literally worldwide and coast to coast. So when asked when or how our digital catalog and video tutorials can be used, I say it can be used on a personal level, It can be used on a small business level, and it can even be used on a corporate benefit level. So Jack, I mean, I could give several examples, but I'm just absolutely thrilled to be a part of Global Hangout and what we have to offer the world. Thanks so much for having me.
Paul, thank you very much for sharing all that with us. Wonderful. And speaking of North Carolina, Thomas Hardaway, tell us your story.
Yes, Jack. Again, I'm just so privileged to be able to be in the company of such visionaries on this call. It's thrilling to have the company that we have here on this call. I'm a real estate developer by trade, and of course, with the crash a few years ago, you know, they say real estate is location, location, location. Well, unfortunately, the bank took the location from a lot of people away. And so I had, of course, make a turn and go back to what I enjoyed in the first place, which was network marketing. Back in '93, I was associated with a company that did nutrition. And I built that company to quite a ways, and also I was involved in some other network marketing companies as well. But one common thread, Jack, I found with all those companies is that the individuals involved lack training. You can build the biggest company in the world, but if you can't teach your people to do it as well and duplicate, it won't last. And so training is the key. And so when you came to me a while ago with this opportunity, it really resonated with me because I knew that I don't care what the product is, they're going to have to learn it. They're going to have to train how to use it, especially in this age of technology. And so I was very excited to come across a company that their focus was not on video conferencing. That's great, but you know, other companies will catch up. There will be other video communication companies, but training you never can catch up with because it's an ongoing process. And so I was excited about that. And the second thing, Jack, I was excited about is this matter of social currency. Now, I define it as, you know, we all have relationships, we know people. You guys are teaching us how to monetize that list, how to turn our relationships into money, income. And so social currency to me is the ability to take our relationships and monetize it. And so you guys are teaching that. Global Hangout teaches that. The compensation plan is incredible if you do that. And so listen, I really appreciate the opportunity to be involved with yourself. I was in another company with you as well, and I really appreciated your leadership then, and I appreciate it now. And I think Global Hangout has some great prospects in the future. And thanks again, Jack, for allowing me to be on this call.
Thank you, Thomas. And I want to thank all of the speakers who were on the Hangout today. On behalf of myself, Jack St. Arnaud, and all of the people here, thank you for watching, and we'll be doing another Hangout like this next week. Bye for now, everybody.